Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I thought I'd introduce myself and share why I decided to grow my own food, forage wild plants and live a bit closer to nature. For me, it really started with wanting to know what was in the food I was eating. So much of what we buy in the supermarket is sprayed with chemicals, wrapped in plastic, and has travelled such a long way just to get on our plate. Growing my own food and learning to forage has been a way of bringing that back to something simple, natural and nourishing. I still remember the first time I picked fresh nettles and turned them into soup. I was amazed by how nourishing it felt and how something I used to ignore was actually so powerful. Moments like that really sparked my curiosity and made me want to learn more. Foods grown in local soil carry beneficial microbes from your environment. There's a theory that consuming these microbes and trace soil particles help train your immune system and support gut health. Some studies even suggest that local honey might help with allergies because of the trace local pollen it contains. Also, traditionally, diets follow the seasons. Eating what grew locally and seasonally helps support your body and adapt to the local climate. And of course, there's freshness. Food that's travelled miles often loses vitamins and flavour on the way. But when you eat something straight from the garden, it's full of life and goodness. And the amazing thing is, once you start looking, you realise just how much free food is all around us. In late summer, hedgerows are bursting with blackberries, roadsides and parks are full of apple and plum trees, and so many of them just go to waste. Even the so-called weeds at our feet, like nettles or chickweed, are packed with nutrition. Some plants even support the garden itself, like comfrey. Its leaves make a fantastic, free, natural fertiliser that feeds your soil and helps your crops thrive. Nature really does provide abundance if you learn how to see it. If you're just starting out, even picking a handful of wild blackberries or planting some salad leaves in a pot can be a lovely first step. Cooking has always been a passion of mine. What I love most is taking something I've grown or gathered wild and turning it into a meal that's not just delicious, but also full of goodness. There's a real satisfaction in knowing the story of your food, from seed to plate, and being able to share that with others. Another part of this journey for me is saving money and reducing waste. Seeds can be expensive, but if you save your own from plants you've grown, or share them with other growers, you build up a little collection, and it doesn't cost a thing. I also love making cuttings from plants and regrowing new ones from kitchen scraps. Things like celery, spring onions, or potatoes that have sprouted in the cupboard. It feels almost magical to see life start again from something you might have just thrown away. Spending time here on the allotment, in my garden, or out foraging has also become a way of slowing down and reconnecting with the seasons. You start to notice small changes, the first leaves, the flowers, the bees and the butterflies, the way plants respond to rain and sunshine. It makes me feel more grounded, more connected, not just to the plants, but to the whole cycle of nature. This channel is really about sharing that journey with you, the ups, the downs, the experiments that work and the ones that don't. I'll be showing you how I forage for wild foods, how I cook with them, and how I grow as much as I can on my small space. My hope is to inspire you to try a few things yourself, whether that's planting some herbs on a windowsill, saving some seeds from your tomatoes, adding a handful of wild greens into your cooking, or even spotting the first fruit trees and berry bushes growing freely in your neighbourhood. We don't need to be experts to start. For me, it's been about curiosity and small steps, learning as I go, and finding joy in the process. So thank you for joining me here. I'm excited to share this journey with you, to celebrate good food, good health, and the amazing gifts that nature offers us if we're willing to look. Let's grow together, let's cook together, and let's keep learning from the plants that surround us. If you're curious about living closer to nature, I'd love for you to join me here. Subscribe, share your own experiences in the comments, or even tell me what plants you'd like me to explore next.